Hello and welcome to Expert Matters. My name is Shruti, and today we are joined by Ujjawal Bhatt. He's a manager at Razorpay, and his journey moves from engineering to MBA and then into the fast-paced world of fintech. With hands-on experience across customer success, new initiatives, and business development, Ujjwal brings a grounded view of what it takes to grow in a client-facing role. So if you're somebody exploring fintech, growth roles, or just want to understand how customer success works behind the scenes, this episode is for you. Thank you, Ujjwal, for taking our time and joining us today.
Thank you, Shruti. It was a lovely introduction from your side. Thank you so much.
Ujjwal, will you please help us understand about your journey in the industry so far so that we can put a lot of questions today?
Got it. So I think it's a very interesting journey with what I had with my after my MBA. So I did my MBA from Christ University, but before that, a typical engineering student from a middle class family, wherein with the family aspirations, everyone wants their son and daughter to be either a doctor or an engineer. So that is how I started. But it was soon enough wherein I realized, okay, this is not my cup of tea. Being a sports person all my life and involved in all these co-curricular activities, I did had a nudge for all these things wherein I could figure out that okay, apart from these desk jobs, I am built for jobs which are more over in the field, which involves speaking to customers, speaking to clients, and taking them ahead. So that is after my graduation when I took a decision to decide that okay, this is something wherein I want to go ahead with my MBA. So did my MBA from Christ University, and it's been 7 years since I've been working. And after that, multiple industries, multiple domains I've been through. Started my career initially with the FMCG company Good News Beverages. So it was basically a competitor of Epigami and Paperboard that you have in the market. And I still remember those days, 18, 19, when we used to go to all these hotels, restaurants, and cafeterias with sample bottles in our hand and telling everyone, can you please take these samples? There's a credit period of 90 days. This is our targets, we have to achieve it. We were all fairly new. It was a team of 6 people, and the founders and all, everyone were based out of HSR layout, Bangalore. But yeah, interesting journey. Learned a lot about how to speak to people, learned a lot about how to communicate with people, learned a lot about how to manage time. Because see, this was the time wherein you had to manage your personal life as well and start the new corporate setup which was there in the future. But yeah, eventually after a year or so, that is when I shifted and I got placed with Perfio Software Solution. And 3 years were exceptionally well with them. Great learning, great exposure. I think it was moreover on the sides of how you speak to customers, how you understand enterprise customers. And that was my first proper fintech related job, wherein we were selling credit underwriting and decisioning software to all these fintechs, banks, NBFCs, and a lot of learning over there. And I was a cutthroat hunter over there. So I was the youngest among the team. I still remember everyone was after me that you go out, do whatever you want, we have your back. So I think that support, that motivation from my managers and mentors over there helped me a lot. And 3 years over there, post that, I shifted to Razorpay, and Razorpay was starting a new division, new initiatives, which was basically with respect to the new products that they have, new product line which is there with them. So I think it's been now 3.5 years with them, and joined as a senior associate, then became associate manager, then became manager, then became TL. So I think I've seen almost all the journeys, been through all those discussions, been to the whiteboard wherein we've been to square one that okay, this is something wherein how we start on all those things. But yeah, so far so good. And right now I'm managing a team of 5 to 6 members directly and 4 indirectly. So yeah, so far so good here at Razorpay as well.
Amazing. It seems like a very fulfilling journey, and you've enjoyed every phase of it.
Yeah.
So, I definitely, when we talk about customer facing role, which you are in, we hear a lot about churn rate and networking. So, are there any specific strategies do you use to maintain this 0% client churn rate and build strong customer relationships?
See, I think all my career where I've been working with, I think for last 7 years, this is my 8th year. I've been in the customer centric role. I've been the customer facing role all my life. So I think one thing which I've learned within my journey for all these years is that communication is the key. Communication is the main key. One of my mentors used to tell me, I remember at that moment of time, that you should know that what your customer is eating also. That is the kind of relationship you should have with your customers. That is the kind of service you should give to your customers. So I think maintaining 0% churn rate is a very high goal, highly achievable goal. It is not something which is easy there in the market. You can go and you can just tell them that, okay, this is the product, just take my product and make sure that you don't churn. That is not how it works. You have to make sure that you are on your toes. You have to make sure that there is a continuous interaction, continuous customer engagement, continuous customer satisfaction, continuous customer feedback, with which you have to work upon that, and you have to see that how you do that. Once you do that, you have to make sure that you provide an excellent customer service, exceptional customer support with respect to their specified or personalized request what they have. You have to make sure that in some cases you need to incentivize them as well, because if a customer is doing good year on year, you have to make sure that some way or the other you have to incentivize them as well, and to make sure you are proactively following up with them on every basis. It is not something that if there is a problem, then only customer should reach out to you. If there is a good news also, customer should reach out to you. If there's a bad news also, customer should reach out to you. So I think these are few points which have helped me in my life to make sure that maintaining 0% churn rate among all my customers and merchants that I've managed till now.
Amazing. That's actually a great way to deal with the customers, because we often hear that whenever there's a bad thing, customers reach out to you. So I think that's a good way of reaching out to customers and keeping a constant relationship with them, even if something good or something bad or something uh, not expected happens. And it's very amazing, you to maintain a 0% churn rate industry. I've spoken to a lot of candidates because I personally work in talent acquisition.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult job to do, and as long as you're excited about your job, you can definitely do that. But I mean, that's a very very a very difficult job to deliver to, because you cannot expect your client to ask you for whatever. They will come up with unexpected challenges which you have to take care and you have to solve it. So when we spoke earlier before this interview, you mentioned about the kinds of project you have led. You've grown portfolio significantly, scaled accounts AMB by 1300%. So do you have any secret to drive these exponential growth, or do you follow a strategy behind it?
See, I mean, there is no rocket science to it. It is pretty much simple. Things take time. Things will not happen overnight. Things will take time. While you were mentioning about my 0% churn rate, and this is something which is led across the time where I've worked. So I think going forward also, there have been multiple instances among each and every organization wherein I've worked, wherein such one client or such one success story has come in, which has exceptionally, given me such boost or given me such kind of confidence, wherein I've taken it ahead to perform even better in the times which are ahead. So I think with Razorpay, such incident was when I was handling Hike. Hike, everyone knows, was a messenger when WhatsApp and all were there. But only few of them know that Hike has now been shifted to a gaming app. So they are into gaming app. They deliver online games to different people. So that platform is by the name of Rush. So I used to handle them, and when I got the account as an handover, so there was someone who gave it to me that, okay, this is an account and you have to handle it. And it was, by the way, one of the biggest and the first cracked deal which I all closed on Razorpay. So very much simple. I did a few analysis, I did a few research, did a due diligence at my end. I figured out that nobody had met that customer since it was onboarded here for last 1.5 years. So the first thing I did, I spoke to customer and I asked them, sir, has anyone come and met you in person? So he said, no, it has all been online. So I told him, do you know who's the person behind Razorpay, who's helping you out, who's your account manager, who's your customer success manager? Or is it only that you shoot a mail, he replies to a mail, or she replies to a mail, and then you answer? So he told me, I have never interacted, but it is moreover through emails. So the first thing which I did is I made sure that from Bangalore, I went to his place, wherever the office was. I met them. I interacted with them. I told them that, first of all, we are very much thankful that being a big brand that you're working with us, gave them that confidence, understood their problems, understood their feedback, understood that what exactly is the requirement that they want, worked upon all these things, created customized solutions for them, gave them a proper timely update. And over a period of time, once I had their confidence, then was the time wherein I could speak to them about business. That is when I told them, this is the space wherein I'm working with. Why don't you give me an opportunity to showcase my abilities and my characteristics that I have. I know that you're working with other players, but I want just one chance. If a chance does not make any sense to you, fair enough, you can make sure that I will not even pursue you again. So it was a continuous effort which took some time, 6 7 months, met them multiple times, understood the requirements, delivered. Post that, started with a very small portion of the business. From that small portion, gained their confidence, asked for more business, took that responsibility that if you give me this, I will deliver this. So there was a continuous feedback, continuous interaction, delivered projects on time, the things which were asked delivered on time. And over a period of time, when we had that confidence, it was pretty much straightforward from my side. I could actually demand the business that, okay, sir, I think this is the time. I have everything now. Why don't you shift everything to me? So, and eventually that became one of my biggest deal. But yeah, things do take time. And it is the patience, it is the process, it is the structure with which you have to do it. If you do it in a proper manner, everything can be, and I mean, everything can fall into places.
Amazing. Ujjwal, you work at one of the leading fintech firm in India and you manage enterprise portfolios.
Yeah.
And a lot of students what must be watching this video aspire to get into this domain because fintech is the new startup buzz in Bangalore and of course in every metro city now.
Yeah.
So one question that pops up in every mind is to take care of cross sell and upsell opportunities because
Mhm.
that's the trick to of course successful customer onboarding and their entire journey with you.
Mhm.
So how do you identify and execute cross-sell and upsell opportunities for enterprise clients?
See, enterprise account management is a little tricky game because rather than speaking, I would say it is more over listening which will help you. That is one of my biggest advice that I would want to give to everyone, that rather than you pitching what you have, listen what they want. So I think for enterprise accounts, first of all, the major characteristic that every individual should have, that is something wherein they should have an active listening approach. They should listen to the conversations, they should have regular conversations, they should understand the aspirations, the goals and vision and need of the enterprise customers. Once you understand that, then you have to analyze customer behavior, then you have to analyze customer journey, see that what is it that they are doing, see that what is it that they want to do, see that what is it that they want to achieve. Once that is done, then is the time wherein you identify potential opportunities. And once you identify potential opportunities, then it is just a nudge in here and there, and then a understanding of the requirement that, okay, if this is the product you want, I am 80% there. Give me a chance, I will complete the rest 20% and I'll deliver you that. So once that is done, once you have the whole structure ready in front of you, just nudge them, just keep pushing them. You know that this is the need, this is what they want, this is what you can deliver. Tell them, and you can just crack it. Pretty much simple.
Amazing. Do you face any specific challenges and how do you plan and what is your mindset to focus on these challenges to solve them?
See, challenges will come in journey. It is not a straight path. Even in life, if you see, we all don't have I mean, good days every day. Every day is a new day, and every day comes with their new challenges. So, challenges do come in life, challenges do come in business. The only advice or the learning which I have learned from the experience that I have, that is something that you should be open to everything. Even if it's a feedback, take it in a positive way. Even if it's an appreciation, take it in a positive way. Even if you are getting criticized, take it in a positive way, because people want you to grow, and people are giving you these feedbacks because they expect something out of you. And if people expect something out of you, so first of all, you should be thankful that people have trust and people have faith in you. Because unless and until people have trust in you, people have faith in you, or people see your capabilities, they'll not have any, I mean, expectation from you. So if they carry that, it is good. Now your point is to deliver that. Now to deliver that, I think that is where your mindset plays a very important role. You have to be patient. Days will not be, every day will not be same. I mean, I remember an incident wherein my team member was saying that, sir, I had a full 9 months, 10 months, like excellent skyrocket sales and all. For last 2 months, I just went down. I said, no problem. See, it happened with India in the 2023 World Cup also. We were playing so well till final. We didn't even lose a single match. One match does not define that as a team we are not good. One match does not define that as a individual who plays this sport, we are not mature or capable enough to do this. So I think it is moreover your approach which has to be in place, moreover your processes which have to be in place, and take every day as a new day. Keep your head down, keep the processes right, believe in yourself, believe in your capability, be honest with your work. If you're doing it, I think all these challenges will merely be just for the time being, and you will just go ahead.
Great. While we are also talking about a lot of challenges, you also have worked with a lot of different industries. So, of course, it's not an easy transformation. And everybody wants to have great exposure, work with leading companies. But while taking up new assignments and projects, it's a very challenging process to adapt to all of this transformation. So, were there any challenges which you faced while taking up different industrial projects, which was SaaS, e-commerce, you now work in fintech? And what was your plan of action or maybe your mindset to adapt these challenges?
I think absolutely challenges are everywhere. I am not a robot, I'm a human. So for sure I did face challenges. For sure there were times wherein I doubted myself. For sure there were incidents wherein I questioned myself whether I'm a right fit for this job, whether I'm a right fit to be in this position or not. So I think these incidents, these things do happen. We are all humans, and it is a human tendency wherein we tend to judge ourselves too early. And it is moreover our mind, if we think more, we tend to go in that direction wherein we, rather than being constructive, we go a little destructive. So I think with that, I would say challenges were there everywhere. Challenges were there in switching industries. Challenges were there with respect to driving and at least learning new projects as well. So, but the key to all these challenges and the key to success in these different domain change and all these things, I would say, is self-learning. Self-learning has been one of a very important factor for me, where I think we had all these modules and all available on internet and all. So wherever I remember, I used to go for the client meetings. If a new use case come, I had never handled gaming. How would I know? I come from a SaaS background. So I was in the Horeca sector, wherein I was handling all these restaurants and all. Then I was in Perfuse, I was handling banks and all. Then suddenly coming to Razorpay, they give me a gaming company. I have no idea. So I downloaded their app. I played a game. I understood the process. Then I went. So this is what you do. This is, I've tried it. I'm learning this industry. So I think with time, with these challenges, with these switches which come, you should be ready to adapt. You should be ready to learn. If you are easily adaptable, if you are ready to learn and to mingle with all the changing environments around you, I think you can crack any challenge and you can just succeed over that. That won't be a challenge.
Great advice. It's, of course, very easy to take ownership and new challenges, like you said, but it's very difficult to take charge of other people. Say, for example, I can take ownership of my work, but I cannot take responsibility of other people working in my team. And it's a very difficult nut to crack as well. And you cannot, of course, survive in today's industry without being a very high end performing individual. So, because you lead a team now, and as a leader, do you have any strategy or any mindset? How do you mentor and develop your team members, of course, to become high performing individuals?
I think every individual in itself is a different challenge, because every individual has been born and brought up a different way. I think once you are born, that is not in your hand. But once you grow up, the upbringing that you get, that is at least dependent on the factors which are around you. So I come from a different background. The people who are working under me, they don't have the same background. They come from a different background. I might have a tendency to start my work at 9, but officially they will have the time limit till 10, so they'll come at 10. So we have to understand that each and every person and individual is built differently. So first of all, acceptance is very important. People should accept you and you should accept them, because everyone has their own way of working. Eventually, in the end, it matters that whether you are getting the results or not. So acceptance is something which at an initial stage will help you to manage a team, which will help you to start your journey with the people management. I think once that is done, then you proceed ahead with the different aspects, such as communication, which has to be very crystal clear and which has to be very frequently. If you have a team of 10 members and you don't speak to them on a regular basis, after a period of time, everyone will go in silos. They will not have trust in you. They will not believe that he or she, as my leader, as my mentor, is there for me. So crystal clear communication is something that has to be there. Once that is done, you need to make sure that you set their goals and expectations accordingly, and you have to be very transparent. inherent in it. If people are working for you, they do have some expectations. If people are working for you, they do expect some kind of a reward when they do good. So these things is something when you which has to be there in your mind, which you need to make sure that you know them, and that is how you have to go ahead. Once that is done, you have to actively listen to what is their challenges, what is their day-to-day activities, what is that thing which is bothering them. Once you know that, then probably you might fit yourself in those shoes and you will see that how it goes ahead. Once that is done, there has to be a regular constructive feedback session which has to be given to them with respect to what is it that you can improve, what is it which requires more attention, which areas are there wherein you are doing excellently, which areas are there wherein you are doing great. So all these things, I think, over a period of time, uh, once you derive that structure, once you design that structure, probably that is how it goes ahead. And I think once the feedbacks are given over a period of time, you need to empower them, because well, if you are dependent on them, if they grow, then only you grow. So you have to empower them. You have to make sure that you create that culture. You have to give them that positive environment. You have to show them that growth, celebrate their success, accommodate their flexible work schedule sometime, understand their needs, that what exactly is it. And they should moreover think about you as a leader outside of work as well. If there is an activity which involves a teamwork rather than work, you should be the first one who comes to their mind that, okay, if this is happening, he's my leader, he'll be the captain of the team. So I think these factors, once we combine collectively, people remain motivated, people feel empowered, people feel respected, and people, if they feel empowered and respected, I'm pretty much sure they'll do wonders for you.
Ujjwal, while I am listening to your journey in the industry and of course, the confidence you're showing while answering all kind of questions, it definitely shows that you don't need to have it all figured out from day one. But what it matters is showing up, learning fast, taking up challenges, and of course, growing with each role. Whether it's client success, fintech, navigating careers, I think your insights are a real reminder that growth happens on the job. And I think we have covered every part of your journey in short. We are at the end of our interview, and do you have any piece of advice to share with the young professionals who are trying to get into the industry, and of course, trying to end up making a successful career in corporate?
Uh, See, I don't have much to say, but a few pointers over here. I would say life is a journey. It's a very beautiful journey. Work is part of this journey. You have to be sincere to your work. You have to be honest to your work. Because if you see, when you start working, you are independent kind of a person at that moment of time. You are dependent on your so okay. So once you start your journey, so you are dependent on your parents at that moment of time. You see that you don't have any background, you see that you don't have any history, you are new to the system. So you are moreover a white blackboard. So what people throw the colors on you, or whatever structure they make on you, that is how you will mold yourself. So at that moment of time, I think honesty, patience is the key to success in every industry, is the key to success in each and every domain that you want to work with. Stay humble, be honest to your work, be professional, be very confident in what you are doing, be very honest in whatever things you are doing. If you are confident within yourself, I mean, I think I was speaking to someone a few days ago. So he said, "What if you want to change your industry at that moment of time?" I think I told him I'm not that old enough, and I think I'm confident enough to change my industry. And if the things don't work out, I can probably come back. So taking from that example, because I have that confidence in myself, that I have that hunger for learning, and I have that honesty. When wherever I go, I'll give my 100%. So for all these young professionals, be humble, be honest, just give your 100%, follow the process. Things will fall in place, things will take time. There will be days wherein you will be demotivated, but always think of the next day which will come. Every day comes with a new challenges, every day comes with a new opportunities. It is just that you need to keep pushing and keep giving your 100%, and you will outshine everyone.
Great explanation, Ujjwal. Great mindset, great advices. I love talking to you. Thank you so much for taking our time. And I personally, I will definitely improve my mindset for betterment. And I'm sure everybody watching this would love the concept you've just shared. They're amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, Shruti. Thank you. It was lovely.
Thank you so much, Ujjwal. I really hope that everybody watching this video must have had a clarity with Ujjwal's journey. Hit connection request to Ujjawal on LinkedIn, and keep following us. See you in the next episode of Expert Matters. Thank you, Ujjawal, again for joining us today.
Thank you.